Good afternoon and a very warm welcome. You're watching Times Now Live. I'm Pratibha Chandran. Thank you for joining us this hour. The big story of the day, the former Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and the senior Aam Aadmi Party leader Manish Sisodia have both been discharged by the court in the alleged Delhi liquor policy corruption case. The Rouse Avenue court cleared all 23 accused in the case, saying the prosecution failed to prove any criminal conspiracy and the allegations lacked substance. The court also ruled that there were no grounds to even frame charges against Kejriwal and Sisodia in the case. In fact, the court also made some strong observations questioning the CBI's charge sheet, flagging what it called an assault on the tenets of the rule of law and objected to the use of the term South Group without credible backing. After the exoneration came from the Delhi court, former Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal broke down and said that he is ईमानदार।
पिछले कुछ सालों से भारतीय जनता पार्टी जिस तरह से शराब घोटाला कर रही थी और हमारे ऊपर आरोप लगा रही थी, आज कोर्ट ने सारे आरोप खारिज कर दिए और जितने भी एक्यूज्ड थे सबको डिस्चार्ज कर दिया। हम हमेशा कहते थे सत्य की जीत होती है, हमें भारतीय न्याय प्रणाली पे भरोसा है। मैं जज साहब का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करता हूं जिन्होंने हमारे साथ न्याय किया, सत्य की जीत हुई। मैं हमेशा कहता था कि भगवान हमारे साथ है। मोदी जी ने और अमित शाह जी ने मिल के आजाद भारत का सबसे बड़ा राजनीतिक षड्यंत्र रचा। आम आदमी पार्टी को खत्म करने के लिए आम आदमी पार्टी के सबसे बड़े 5 नेताओं को जेल में डाल दिया गया। यहां तक कि सिटिंग चीफ मिनिस्टर, जो आज तक भारत के इतिहास में कभी नहीं हुआ, सिटिंग चीफ मिनिस्टर को उसके घर से घसीटकर जेल में,
हमारे को अरविंद जी को उनके साथियों को जेल में भेजा, बहुत कष्ट दिया, लेकिन मुझे विश्वास था कि ईश्वर हमारा साथ देंगे, सच की जीत होगी। मैं अपने उन साथियों का भी धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगी जो इस समय में हमारे साथ रहे। सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, शुक्रिया।
सुनीता जी, आरोप ये लगा था कि भ्रष्टाचार का मामला है और पूरा चुनाव उसी मुद्दे पर लड़ा गया था और सिटिंग मुख्यमंत्री थे जब उनको जेल भेजा गया।
आप लोग ही न्याय दीजिए, बताइए कि किसका भ्रष्टाचार था, सत्ता के लालच का भ्रष्टाचार था या
इस सबके बीच में देखिए।
So this is the first reaction coming in from Arvind Kejriwal's wife, Sunita Kejriwal. Arvind Kejriwal as well going on to say that this was a conspiracy to finish off the Aam Aadmi Party. He said for the first time a sitting chief minister was taken to jail. Dramatic moments in court. My colleagues Deepankar and Bhavtosh are also joining us on the broadcast with the details. In fact, Deepankar was in court. The court, Deepankar, making some very strong observations, going on to say that the case does not survive judicial scrutiny. Take us through what happened in the court and the strong observations that were made by the court in the case.
Well, yes, it is a big win for Arvind Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia and all the other who were made accused in this Delhi liquor excise policy case, which was registered by the CBI. The court had gone on to discharge all the 23 accused and had very clearly stated that the entire case does not survive at the threshold because prima facie there are no material or evidences that has been produced before the court which warrant a trial to be held against these accused, and taking that into consideration, the court has now gone on to discharge all the 23 accused who were there, which includes people like Manish Sisodia, Arvind Kejriwal, K. Kavita, Mutha Gautam, and all these accused who were people who were made accused by the CBI have now been exonerated in this entire case. We saw Arvind Kejriwal coming out of the court and while talking to us, he broke down and he said Satyamev Jayate and went on to say that from the very beginning a blame was being shifted on Arvind Kejriwal and the entire Aam Aadmi Party, and it was a conspiracy to finish off Aam Aadmi Party. But the court has now given a green flag to the Aam Aadmi Party as well as Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia, vindicating them from, exonerating them from this entire case, discharging them from from this entire case, dropping all the allegations that the CBI had leveled against them, saying that the conspiracy was not there. There was no overarching conspiracy. The court has also gone on to say that there were no financial links that were brought before the court to show that there was some kind of conspiracy, and it has also observed that the policy that was being formulated had travelled through the constitutional channels. So these were the observations with which the court discharged the 23 accused in this entire the entire case registered by CBI. That was the Delhi Liquor Excise Policy case.
Okay, all right, so Kejriwal breaking down, saying that I'm Imandar. In fact, we have breaking updates now coming in. The former Delhi Chief Minister will also be addressing the media after the Delhi Rouse Avenue Court discharged the former Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and the former Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia and all other accused in the case linked to the alleged Delhi excise policy scam, observing that the agency failed to present material sufficient to proceed against them. Now at 4 p.m, Arvind Kejriwal will be holding a press conference. So what next, Bhavtosh? Does this mean, in effect, that the Delhi excise policy scam case has completely collapsed?
Yes, Pratibha. In fact, the case is virtually over. The investigation that started way back in August 2022, in which the final charge sheet was filed in May 2024, in which maximum raids ever happened in 254 raids were carried out by the Enforcement Directorate, in which CBI filed 5 charge sheets, Enforcement Directorate filed 8 charge sheets, in which for the first time a political party was named as an accused in a money laundering case. For all practical purposes, this case is over, and not for the first time that this has happened. CBI also made, in fact, carried out a lot of raids and searches in 2G scam. That was also a big ticket investigation by the Central Bureau of Investigation, in which again all accused were discharged. That case is also pending in the Delhi High Court for virtually now for past 8 years. Which will this case also made will also make the same fate? One has to wait and see. CBI sources are now claiming that they will appeal against this order in trial court. But fact remains that once an accused gets discharged, nothing happens. The matter just remains pending in the Delhi High Court. Remember, when this case was taken up, investigation were taken up, Aam Aadmi Party maintained that this is a vindictive move on the part of the BJP because they are using agencies, and they also said if 100 crore rupees has been used by Aam Aadmi Party, why nothing has been recovered in raids and searches that starts from dawn and end in the night time? And BJP has to now answer these questions, because they used to continuously do press conferences from morning till night, because now they have to answer these questions, because excise policy had been was completely reverted, and nothing has come out of it, despite Additional Solicitor General appearing before the trial court. And now the trial court special judge has said that the use of approvers in this case to bring a strong case has in fact affected the case of the CBI.
Okay, all right. So Bhavtosh telling us that ED being the secondary agency, with CBI case now following, the ED case will also collapse. So this is a big vindication as well as Manish Sisodia. Arvind Kejriwal saying that I am honest, and the court has also made some strong observations, including saying that policy changes cannot be equated with any kind of a conspiracy. That's what the court has said. Now, it could be challenged in a higher court, but for now, it's a big relief for Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia and all the other accused in the case. Take us through the timeline of this entire case, Dipankar. For about 2 to 3 years now, multiple charge sheets have also been filed. Time and again, it has also been a lot of political controversy with the Aam Aadmi Party alleging political vendetta all through.
Well, yes, so the case began in 2022, on August 2022, when a complaint was filed by the Delhi LG at that time, and the CBI took over the investigation, making one of the biggest arrests in 2023 when Manish Sisodia was arrested in this entire case. And since 2023, Manish Sisodia had been in Tihar jail till 2024 when he was granted bail by the Supreme Court. In 2024, again, remind you, Arvind Kejriwal, who was the sitting CM of Delhi at that point of time, was arrested in this case by the CBI, and the investigation continued till 2024 when the CBI filed the final charge sheet in this case, where a total number of 5 charge sheets were filed in this entire case, and then began this arguments regarding framing of charges, where allegations were leveled against all the 23 accused as to how they formulated a conspiracy. But today the court has gone on to deny all those allegations, has gone on to say that there was no prima facie material presented before the court, no prima facie evidence that was presented before the court to take this court forward to the stage of trial, and has gone on to discharge all the 23 accused who were arrested in this entire case. They were put into Tihar jail and eventually granted bail by the High Court or the Rouse Avenue or the Supreme Court of India, and has very clearly gone on to say that a formulation of a policy or a rejig of a policy does not amount to a conspiracy, and has also observed that the policy that was being made had travelled all the constitutional channels. So these were the observations that the court gave while discharging 23 accused. More importantly, the court has also gone on to point out certain lacunas in the probe that was done by CBI, certain lacunas, certain fallacies in the charge sheet that was filed by CBI before the Delhi Rouse Avenue Court, and pointing out that there were certain statements that were taken repeatedly, there were certain documents that were missing. So all these amounted to the decision of the Rouse Avenue Court to discharge all the 23 accused in this CBI case.
Okay, all right. Do stay with us. Let's play out some reactions as well. We just heard Arvind Kejriwal, who also broke down and said that it has now been proven that he is Imandar. We have a reaction coming in from his lawyer as well. Let's listen in.
See, we of course welcome the verdict. We are very happy with the verdict because the contentions raised by all the accused persons have been appreciated by the court, and we are satisfied with the verdict. But yes, we have to see the detailed verdict because the verdict is running into more than 300 pages. The digital copy will be shared by the court with all the accused persons. But yes, the learned special judge read out certain portions from the judgment in the court itself in the presence of the counsels and the accused persons. And some of them were that the court was of the view that the alleged theory of conspiracy is not made out in this case. Court has given a finding to an extent that the very policy formulation cannot be said to be a figment of conspiracy by any stretch of imagination, and court has debunked the theory of prosecution agency that this case is fraught with any malafide or any conspiracy between any of the accused persons. So therefore court is of the opinion that no case, much less prima facie case, is made out against any of the accused persons.
So what alleged role of Samir Mahendru was attributed by the CBI?
So the case which was set up by the prosecution was that through the firm of Mr. Mahendru, certain payments were being flown pursuant to formulation of the excise policy. So their set of allegation was allegedly the policy was part of conspiracy, and then accordingly the license of excise policy was given to the firm of Mr. Mahendru. From there the payments had flown to different department, which was allegedly a part of the conspiracy, which the court has definitely debunked, and court has therefore has discharged all the accused persons, including Mr. Mahendru, and has appreciated our arguments that no case, much less prima facie case, is made out. Also, the court has also discarded the versions given by the two approvers in this case, and court has appreciated our argument that in...
All right, we have more breaking updates now coming in, or political reactions now coming in. After the Liquorgate verdict, the India bloc has come out claiming vindication post this verdict. Multiple political leaders from the TMC, DMK, UBT Sena hailing the judgment. Sagarika joining us with the details and reactions coming in.
Before I take you through the reactions of leaders from the INDIA bloc, the first reaction of K. Kavita has also come in, and she's posted on social media platform X a few minutes ago. K. Kavita says, and I quote, she calls it Satyameva Jayate. Here's her first reaction. Satyameva Jayate. She's also one of the 23 accused who's been discharged by the Rouse Avenue Court in connection with the Liquorgate case. M.K. Stalin, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, has also said, and I quote, the Union BJP government must not mortgage the integrity of investigating agencies for short-term politics. Have some shame. Well done, my respected friend Thiru Arvind Kejriwal and Thiru Manish Sisodia, for standing firm through it all and letting the truth speak for itself. Then you also have Priyanka Chaturvedi of the Shiv Sena UBT faction, who says that they fought the lies, they fought the propaganda, the toxic political agenda, and ensured truth and justice prevailed. Well done, Arvind Kejriwal ji and Manish Sisodia ji. Now, a reaction also coming in from the Samajwadi Party, and this could be a controversial one. IP Singh of the Samajwadi Party says that the ED chief should be immediately arrested and thrown into jail. The one who framed and sent to jail and sent Arvind Kejriwal and Sisodia to jail in a fake case. I appeal to the public to identify such officers and stone them repeatedly. A very, very controversial reaction coming in from the Samajwadi Party. And I'm reading out a translated version of the post put out by IP Singh. He's calling for the imprisonment of the ED chief, but at the same time is also giving a call to violence against ED officials. And then he also goes on to say that they should be socially boycotted and that no such officer should have the courage to send innocent people to jail. Politics breaking out. Aam Aadmi Party claiming vindication. Arvind Kejriwal broke down. He was in tears and he said, I'm Kattar Imandar, and the court also agrees.
Okay.
And right now, the INDI Block 2 seizing on the moment to attack the agencies, both ED and CBI.
So
it's over to you,
what the
Pratibha.
Delhi court has said has armed the opposition very clearly, the India bloc, which now not just claims vindication, but is also now saying that the credibility of the agencies is at stake. To stay with us, we have Pragya on the phone line with us. And Pragya, multiple India bloc leaders from the TMC, the DMK, leaders coming out to question the credibility of the agency, saying the court has now called out this political vendetta.
Absolutely, and court has also observed that for a fair investigation is needed for a fair trial, and that would also put a lot of question mark on the investigation agencies. And we are yet to hear from the BJP on this particular story, but it looks like the India Alliance partner are celebrating this particular verdict that has come, exonerating Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, former Chief Minister of Delhi, and former Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, Mr. Manish Sisodia. In fact, the Delhi court has also cleared them. Not just that, they have also said that there was no overarching conspiracy or criminal intent in the excise policy. In fact, if you remember, during the elections, the liquor scam had been in the news, and in fact it became the core issue which has been used by the BJP against Aam Aadmi Party, to put them in the dock and to ask people of Delhi to not give them the vote. So, the response from BJP is yet to be expected on that. But yes, investigation agencies are in the dock on this particular case, and in fact, there is a celebration in the India Alliance coalition right now.
Okay, all right, Pragya, thank you for joining us with those details. It has clearly armed the opposition. Let's take you through what the court has actually said. This is a huge relief for Arvind Kejriwal as well as Manish Sisodia. And there were 23 accused in the case. For all of the accused in the case, this is massive victory. Now, let's take you through what actually happens to the ED case now. The first and foremost, of course, the CBI case has completely collapsed, and it also weakens the predicate offence. And this means if there is no corruption offence that exists, then the Enforcement Directorate also loses the legal base to argue. So this means that proceeds of crimes that had been mentioned by the agencies time and again becomes hard to prove. And the Enforcement Directorate must now independently prove any wrongdoing. The Enforcement Directorate cannot really rely on the findings of the CBI anymore. And the defense gains a decisive advantage in the case as well. Arvind Kejriwal's lawyers can now argue that there is no criminal intent, that the illegal proceeds that have been mentioned by the agencies don't exist at all, and that there is no laundering chain at all. Bhavtosh continues to stay live with us to get us the details of how this case will proceed. So, Bhavtosh, what happens next? For now, it's a big victory for Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia, the other accused in the case, but it is going to be challenged in a higher court. But how will the case proceed from here on?
Yes, Pratibha, in fact, what you said is right. It's now expected that CBI will be challenging. It could happen as early as next week. At the same time, CBI will also ask the Delhi High Court to put a stay on the order that has been given by the trial court. In fact, that will obviously happen. But what is most important is the fact that what will happen to the Enforcement Directorate case, because it has hogged more limelight than the CBI case. Will that case collapse? Remember, the Enforcement Directorate case not only named Arvind Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia as an accused, but also made Aam Aadmi Party as an accused in a money laundering case. For the first time that happened in the country. They have said that Aam Aadmi Party is an accused because under the Money Laundering Act, the party in fact benefited from the 100 crore illegal gratification that was taken by the accused in this case. Will that have a direct impact on the fact that all the accused in this case have been discharged? Only when the legal team of Aam Aadmi Party goes through the judgment and also the CBI legal team goes through the judgment. But previously, Enforcement Directorate have challenged this. They have said that just because the schedule offence collapses in a court, it doesn't mean that ED probe collapses, but one has to wait and see what happens. But clearly a big setback, not only for CBI, but also for the Enforcement Directorate. As you have already seen that opposition parties have lashed up to this. There have been allegations that have earlier also been leveled against ED, the fact that it has a very low conviction rate. Even they have questioned the CBI case, and this order, the copy has not yet come out, but it has made very, very stringent observation against the investigation that has been carried out by the CBI for past 2 years.
Okay. All right. Dipankar is also live with us. And Dipankar, the court has also made some very strong observations, like we mentioned, also being cited by multiple leaders from the India bloc as well, claiming victory and also raising multiple questions on the agencies. What have the agencies said on this? They're approaching the High Court, yes, but the opposition leaders are also raising questions on the credibility of the agencies.
Well, yes, the agencies are approaching the Delhi High Court, where they will be challenging this order that has been passed discharging 23 accused in this entire case. But let me remind you, the Delhi High Court, the Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court has very clearly pointed out certain lacunas in the investigation that was done, in the charge sheet that was filed. It had gone on to say that there were certain missing documents that were filed before the Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court, certain applications that were not filed, certain statements that were repeatedly recorded by the CBI. So all these points, all these lacunas were pointed out by the Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court before going on to pronounce the order discharging all the 23 accused. So yes, certain lacunas have been pointed out, but we will have to wait and watch as to what will transpire next, whether the CBI, how will the CBI take it forward, because the CBI's legal team will also be waiting for the entire order to come out. Since the order was only pronounced right now, the entire order, the detailed order will be coming out shortly. So the CBI council will go through the entire order and then will proceed ahead with an appeal challenge.
चुने हुए मुख्यमंत्री को, प्रचंड बहुमत के मुख्यमंत्री को उठा करके जेल में डाल दिया गया, उप मुख्यमंत्री को उठा करके जेल में डाल दिया गया। आज अदालत ने साफ तौर पर कहा, सीबीआई ने जो कोर्ट के अंदर रिपोर्ट प्रस्तुत की, उसमें कोई आधार नहीं है। साफ तौर पर आज अदालत के फैसले के बाद यह स्पष्ट हो गया है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार ने, प्रधानमंत्री ने फर्जी शराब घोटाला नहीं हुआ था, यह सीबीआई घोटाला हुआ था। एजेंसियों का दुरुपयोग करके 2 साल तक लगातार पार्टी को खत्म करने का षड्यंत्र हुआ, नेताओं को प्रताड़ित किया गया, जेल में तरह तरह के जितना भी परेशान किया जा सकता था परेशान किया गया, सत्ता का दुरुपयोग किया गया, झूठा प्रोपेगेंडा फैलाया गया। हजारों हजार बार प्रधानमंत्री से लेकर के और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रवक्ताओं तक ने झूठ बोला इस देश के सामने। आज उन सारे षड्यंत्रों का, सारे झूठ का, सारे आरोपों का, सारे संविधान और लोकतंत्र की धज्जियां उड़ाने के षड्यंत्र का
నుండి ఏదైతే తెలంగాణ ప్రజలకు చెప్తూ వచ్చామో అదే విధంగా ఇవాళ కోర్టు కంప్లీట్ గా కేసును పక్కకు పెడుతూ అందరినీ కూడా మరి నిర్దోషులుగా విడుదల చేయడం అనేది సంపూర్ణంగా ఈ దేశంలో న్యాయ వ్యవస్థ పైన మేము పెట్టుకున్నటువంటి నమ్మకాన్ని మరి వమ్ము కాకుండా ఇవాళ న్యాయ వ్యవస్థ కాపాడిందని చెప్పి మేము నమ్ముతా ఉన్నాం. ఈ దేశంలో ఏదైతే ఒక పొలిటికల్ వెండెటా నడుస్తోందో దానిలో భాగంగా పెట్టినటువంటి కేసుల నుంచి
लगातार फर्जी पे फर्जी मुकदमे लगा करके हमारे नेताओं को जेल में डालने की कोशिश कर रही है, आवाज को दबाने की कोशिश कर रही है. लेकिन हम भारतीय जनता पार्टी से कहना चाहते हैं, इनके सरकार से कहना चाहते हैं, काम करिए. देश में आपको काम करने का मौका है, सरकार ने काम करने का मौका जनता ने दिया है. काम करके राजनीति में आइए. ये सत्ता का दुरुपयोग करके, लोगों की आवाज को दबा करके, षड्यंत्र करके, एजेंसियों का दुरुपयोग करके आप अगर ये सोचते हैं कि हम पूरे देश को चुप कर देंगे, कोई बोलने वाला नहीं बचेगा, ऐसा नहीं होने वाला. अदालत की आज फैसले ने इस बात को साबित किया है कि देश के अंदर न्याय अभी जिंदा है. और ये जो फैसला आया है ये सिर्फ आम आदमी पार्टी के लिए नहीं, एक लोकतंत्र में एक उम्मीद लेकर के आया है. क्योंकि जिस तरह से इस सत्ता का दुरुपयोग हुआ है, आज अदालत के फैसले ने यह साबित किया है कि अदालत में न्याय अभी जिंदा है. और हमें भरोसा है कि
जैसे मुर्गी के बाड़े से कसाई ले जाता है मुर्गी को उठा, ऐसे लेके गए. आप कल्पना कीजिए उन बच्चों की क्या हालत हुई होगी, उनके साथ में काम करने वाले लोग, उनके रिश्तेदार, उनके जानकार, क्या क्या नहीं कहा गया होगा कि बड़े ईमानदार बनते थे, ये तो चोर निकले, हजारों करोड़ रुपए खा गए, लूट लिया, ये कर दिया, वो कर दिया. और जेल में क्या किया गया? जेल में डायबिटीज की दवाई तक बंद करी गई. एलजी का घटियापना देखिए. सोचिए इतना घटिया आदमी भी होता है कोई विनय सक्सेना जैसा, जो अष्टमी के दिन कोई हिंदू अगर पूरी खा रहा है तो वो विनय सक्सेना पूरी गिन रहा है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल ने 2 पूरी खा ली. आप सोचिए ऐसे घटिया आदमी भी हुए. इस दिल्ली के अंदर राजभवन में बैठ के वो आदमी अरविंद केजरीवाल ने आम खा लिया, उस आदमी के पेट में दर्द था. इतनी नफरत थी अरविंद केजरीवाल से. क्या आप इसको समझिए हो क्या रहा है? जब आप एक ईमानदार आदमी को भ्रष्टाचारी साबित करते हैं, जब आप एक ईमानदार मंत्री के ऊपर भ्रष्टाचारी होने का स्टैंप लगा के उसको बदनाम करते हैं, तो उसका परिवार और वो आदमी 6 महीने 1 साल जब जेल में रहता है, वो सोचता कि क्या मिला मुझे, इतनी ईमानदारी से क्या मिला मुझे. जो लोग हजारों करोड़ रुपए खा गए वो भी भ्रष्टाचारी, और वो तो जेल भी नहीं गए. और हमने लोगों के लिए ईमानदारी से स्कूल बनाए, हमने अस्पताल बनाए, हमने मोहल्ला क्लिनिक बनाए, हमने गरीब बच्चों को पढ़ाया, हमने बुजुर्गों को तीर्थ यात्रा पे भेजा, और हमको भ्रष्टाचारी कह के 2-2 साल जेल में रखा जा रहा है. तो आप क्या कर रही हैं? भारतीय जनता पार्टी कर क्या रही है? इस देश के सोशल फैब्रिक को डिस्ट्रॉय कर रही है. उस नैतिकता को, उस सामाजिक ताने बाने को आप डिस्ट्रॉय कर रहे हैं, जिस सामाजिक ताने बाने में आपको ये नैतिक शिक्षा दी जा.
Targeted for working for the people. This is what the Aam Aadmi Party has gone on to claiming vindication after the court exonerated Arvind Kejriwal, the former chief minister, and the other accused in the Liquorgate case. I'm thanking all our colleagues for joining us on the broadcast and slipping into a very quick break here. I'll be right back.